Alright, it's William Jiamin. Welcome to my channel. So I want to continue my digital memoir, and I want to talk a little bit more about just the memory. I'll share a little bit about the lessons I learned recently. So it's for my kids. Okay, so if you're watching many years from now, okay, this is just my reflection while I raise you, because I'm a person who's like strongly against those who, like parents or friends, who is so condescending, like, hey, your hardship doesn't really matter. Okay, your hardship is nothing. Okay, it's just that you are not perseverance enough. You are not, you're not man enough to tough it through it. You are not man enough to face the difficulties. Okay, so I really hate this kind of saying, but recently I began to realize that since I become a dad, I sort of treat my kids this way, and I could gradually become the person I hate. And I want to make the video to reflect that, and I want to share this, and I want to like record a video to you guys, so when you guys grow up and don't do that, whether it's treat your kids this way, or whether you treat a friend, like comfort the friends. Okay, so your friend is like or relative or whatever, experience some hardship in life, don't say something like this. Okay, right, let's get started. So I tend to when I comfort my kids, say my kids are like so afraid of doing some things, or try something, or talk to other kids, or maybe go to the kindergarten, something like that. And I, as a father, I think, what are you afraid of? It's nothing. Okay, it's nothing, literally nothing. But my kids can't overcome it, and even though I try to repeatedly try to comfort my kids, it doesn't work well. And I began to realize I'm doing it all wrong. Because if you think about this, you sort of treat other people's hardship, other people's obstacles. You are not like standing in their shoes. For kids or for your friends who's like experience hardship, the thing that you think maybe nothing doesn't mean it's nothing for them. Okay, so they are actually experience hardship. And if you think about this, if you comfort them by giving them some example of you, or maybe some other people who have greater hardship, okay, it's a typical Asian thing to do. Okay, it's that at my time, okay, we don't have electricity. We have to walk 10 miles to every day to go to school. And I also need to cook, and have to did a part-time job in order to go to college, something like that. We often tell the story, horror story of the hardship that we experienced, and sort of a scared kids. Okay, so you already have all this you got phones, you got internet, you got food, okay, you got the education that we dreamed of when we are kids. We often say something like that. But I began to realize that even though we try to we have the best heart in mind, but the results normally is not too good, because the kids were just not going to accept what you said, because they think that fundamentally you are sort of ignore the kids, or ignore your friends' hardship, because you're sort of using a even harder situation to sort of say, hey, the hardship that you are experiencing is nothing. You sort of everything is built on this basement, and you don't want to do that, because if you follow this logic, if there is someone who's in a bad situation than you, who's experienced greater hardship than you, then you are not allowed to, go sad, go depressed. That's simply not true. If you follow this logic, you have to be the most unluckiest person in the world, and then you are sort of like qualified to be sad, to feel like depression, something like that. It doesn't work this way. This world doesn't work this way. So if you comfort other people, whether you are like comfort your kids or comfort your friends, by using this logic, other people will because you are sort of fundamentally reject other people's feeling, and you base on this logic to comfort them, because you say, hey, the hardship you experience is nothing, because I already experienced like much more hardship than you, so your experience is nothing. So don't follow this logic. And every hardship, every obstacles every people encounter is real, and pain and the struggle they experience is real, and you have to stand in their shoes and comfort them, and try to not from a condescending view, say, hey, I already experienced that, there's nothing, okay, when you look back, there's nothing. Don't do that, but rather stand in their shoes. I say, all right, we are doing this together, okay? I'm standing right beside you, and it's hard, okay? You have to admit this is hard, and we are in this together, okay? Whether it's your kids or your friends, we are in this together, and it's hard, but we will work it out. And then you like give it some proposal of like 1, 2, 3, 4. There are some ways, like feasible ways of doing it, rather than just question your kids or question your friends, like personal attributes. Say, hey, you are not hard enough, you are not man enough to go through this. Don't do that, but rather just to be a good companion. Okay, we are good friends. We're standing right beside you, and you have to work this out, and I trust you. I believe you can work this out, and I offering some of the suggestions, and we are standing like right beside you. Okay, that's the lesson I learned. Okay, thanks, bye.